If you've been in no contact and your ex calls you out of the blue, how do you prepare yourself for that phone conversation? Watch this video for the answer. So your ex broke up with you, might have begged, you might have pleaded for them to stay together with you or whatever. Ultimately, you had to go no contact because nothing worked to try to get them back. So you haven't been in contact with them the last few days, few weeks, maybe even month or so. But at any minute, if they call you out of the blue, how should you handle that discussion? So first, let's talk about what you shouldn't do. The very first thing that you shouldn't do is ask them to get back together. Okay, just because they're calling you out of the blue, it doesn't mean that they want to get back with you so quick. They're just feeling things out. They missed you a little bit. They probably want to know kind of where you're at because you've been a mystery for the last days, weeks, months. Okay, and so they want to feel that out. The next thing that you shouldn't do is try harder than them in the conversation. You know, if they call you up, but they're really not participating too much, they're just trying to, see if you'll kind of jump through the flaming hoop and do most of the talking, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they need to be the one working harder in the conversation than you are. Number 3, don't talk about any problems, not from problems when you guys were together and have a serious talk and try to like hash it out and fix everything. So don't talk about old problems, and definitely don't talk about problems that you're facing right now. That conversation cannot have a negative tone. But what you should do is, number 1, have a positive tone. Okay, when you're talking, you should be excited about your life. You need to sound like you've already started to move on. And if you've started to take your life in a different direction, it should be this direction that you're excited about. Hobbies, friends, maybe even dating other people. Not that you would say that to your ex per se, but you need to have this tone of being excited about your life. Don't try to advance the conversation. If they're calling you up out of the blue for the first time, you're not going to be asking them on a date or anything like that. You're just going to let them kind of chat you up. And if they want to ask you to get together, that's fine. Okay? But don't be the one to ask them to meet up. And the last thing is, you should be having fun on this phone conversation. Not only is it just positive, but you should be laughing and joking around, treating them like a bratty little sibling, and kind of going back to the beginning of your relationship where you first met each other. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of playfulness. That you want that spirit of that beginning of the relationship to shine in this phone call. Now, every single day I help people get their exes back, and here's just the latest screenshot from somebody whose ex came back just a couple weeks ago. And if you want to be the next person to follow my advice and get your ex back, click on my profile down here and click this Stan Store link and either book a call with me or ask me a question, and I give you my direct advice about your situation and will help you get them back.